Hey, what is up guys, it's your boy Z and welcome back to another Minecraft video. So today we are going to continue on with part 2 of the 1.14 patch update ideas, hints and tips. So we got the first one here that we've got here, and we are using the dead tube coral and a composter. And all we've done is basically made a Christmas tree with different kind of blocks, such as the green glazed terracotta, the mushroom block, and all different terracotta blocks, as well as the dried kelp block. And we've actually put the coral on top to make it look like Christmas presents. Now we're going to introduce our good friend Terry here. Terry is now going to be our helper. He is actually eager to get his Christmas presents on the Christmas tree today. And how awesome is that? And it's only a couple of blocks. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So we're just going to clear these ones and we'll move on to see what Terry's up to next. So Terry now has moved into doing his garden. He's obviously opened up his presents and he's got some new stuff for the garden. Now the blocks that we're actually using here is obviously the lectern, the grindstone, the composter, and believe it or not, the old-fashioned cake. So Terry's over here, he's got his wheelbarrow out, which is basically just a grindstone, a hopper, and a fence gate. He's plodding away here. He's obviously planted his trees down here. And over the top, we've got the composter, and we've got his seed. He's seeding away with his new little seeder, which is basically just a grindstone. We've got a lectern, we've got an item frame with a bit of seeds on the top, and the old fence gate. Now what we can do with this, if you're probably wondering how to get this with stuff inside it, just grab a cake, right click, and just place it in, and boom. You can place all different stuff inside. How cool is that? Just by chucking in a bit of, well, it looks like a bit of compost. Looking good, looking good. So that is what Terry's been up to in the garden today. Looking pretty good. And that's just another idea for you. Now, obviously, Terry has been working so hard in the garden, he's done himself a mischief. So he's just built himself an actual chair. He's feeling a bit better now, he's actually able to walk, but he did his back in, and he's actually done a wheelchair, which consists of the lectern, normal birch trapdoors, fence gates, some iron trapdoors, and how effective is that? Now if you're going to role play with marble, all you have to do is take the front off and you got Professor Xavier's wheelchair. Beautiful stuff, easy jubbly, done, done, done. Now Terry is all excited and he wants to come home to jump in the pool. So he's built himself a little raft, all to do with the campfire. He's built a little raft under the water, got his little rowboat here. How cool is that? Another idea with these campfires. A raft in the water. So if you're doing something like a pirate setup, or anything got to do with the water in the ocean, do a sort of castaway scene, you can actually do this with the actual campfires, is building a raft. And obviously, just he's warming his bum by the fire, with a nice chimney fireplace with the actual smoke coming from the top. How cool is that? Now another thing now with Terry, he needs to do some martial arts. He needs to get fit and active from his accident. So over here he wants to join a karate school. Now this concerns of a lectern, a bell, and a lantern. He's gone to the Shaolin temple here. He's done all something nice. We put the bell at the top here with the lanterns. It's all nice in effect. And if you come through right down to the end, we've actually used the lectern here to actually build the golden statues of the samurai, the martial arts. And all you do is just basically put your lectern down like that, grab yourself a armor stand, and just chuck it on top and build him up, which will give you that effect. Let's get rid of this weather and put it back to daytime. And yeah, how cool is that? Now Terry, he wants to go camping on the weekend, just to get away from all the stress of all the accidents and stuff. And he's got himself a little campfire, a little camp set, which he actually found a nice privy an outdoor loo, which consists of campfire, barrels, composter, lanterns, smoker, and a lectern. Now in this little setup, what we've got here is we've got our little composter here. If you had a horse or an animal, something like that, could lay by here, having its food and drink and stuff. Little Terry, I think he needs to go to the toilet now, so he's going to go in here to the privy or to the external outdoor toilet. It looks pretty cool for that kind of block. Anything for a medieval kind of style build or a western build, because that's all it used to look like, guys. It's just a hole with a bit of wood in the middle with a hole in it. Got the lantern on top, so if it gets dark you won't find and trip over anything. When you come around the end, he's got his logs for his fire, with a couple of trees that he's knocked down, some barrels, and he actually got a sleeper mat. He's actually used the lectern here as like some sort of pillow, and obviously he's got his compost there, or his sick bucket or something like that if he's had a few too many. And we've got the railway tracks right next to him, so we could do that as a sort of kind of western build, or a campfire site if you're working in the bush. How cool is that? Now obviously the weekend comes to an end, he's got to go back to work, so Terry, unfortunately, he's a forklift driver and he's working in a timber factory. Now what we're doing here is we are using the lectern, the grindstone, and obviously the campfire again. We've got a forklift truck here, which we got to use the back wheels as the grindstones, and we've used the lectern here as the seat, just a normal trapdoor for the backrest, and we're using the campfires here put out with splash potions as a pallet, and he's putting pallets in the rack away because all the stuff over there is being placed out already. So yeah, obviously he's going to have another accident, he's going to end up back in hospital again with another wheelchair, but that is just a quick little video, guys, of all the stuff you can build in patch 1.14. Now there are probably a million other ideas. I'd love to hear your comments down below to see what you guys could come up with. And yeah, that is it. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I shall see you all on the next video.